Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a commentary 1 versus 1. I'm playing as Getai going up against Carthage, and you can see I'm doing something different. I've got these 3 wings here. This wing has a spear, an armored spear, 2 Falxmen, a noble sword, and a Dacian skirmisher. The middle has 2 armored spears, a Dacian heavy bowman, and my general. And I've got 3 noble horse altogether. You can see my opponent is rushing me with Numidian cavalry. On this flank, I have 2 more Dacian bowmen, 2 spears, 2 more Falxmen, and a noble sword. I do immediately catch him though, but I take a very, very big volley from his cavalry, but I kill a lot too. And I'm just going to push him off with my armored spears and Dacian skirmishers. I am taking this flank over here and over there, and I'm just going to keep back in the center. So that trade went good for me. I lost 5, but I brought this one down to 37, and that was it. But I'll take that trade. So I am going to speed it up some. He's going to go on to this side now. And what I should have done now is take this noble horse and came this way, and then I could have trapped him. You can see the position I'm trying to get on this side. And then he does something different here. This was actually kind of weird. He splits up his flanks. If I was him, I would have rushed this flank and then just kept my cav used his cav to keep these 2 flanks back. And then he, after getting chased off by my spear, he runs back to the middle, which I don't understand what he was doing at this point. And then I pull my general back. I pop quick reload here, and I'm just gonna bait him into the center. So I'm going to get some shots off with my bowmen. I'm going to run in with my spears here, but he is going to get away. He doesn't take many casualties, but he does take a few there. So he's just going to continue to ride around with this cavalry at this point. You can see in the back there what he's doing. I'm just going to chase him off again, but he doesn't get really any kills. I honestly think he should have actually taken all his cavalry, made a beeline for this area right here, and then just kept my flanks back with his infantry. But what he should have done before is just rush this flank and took it out. So I'm going to chase him away with my armored spearmen here. I'm going to follow up my Dacian skirmishers. This is when I take my Dacian skirmishers. I don't really care for them that much. And I bait a lot of arrow fire from his Cretans and javelin fire. And I'm just going to unleash them on these units here. And you can see in the back, I'm trying to catch him once again, but he is just staying just out of my grasp. And then, not much really happens, honestly, at this point. I just continue to shoot at his Cretans. But I'd actually take the 9 kills off these guys, or I'd trade them. I'll take this trade. Because once again, I don't really care for my Dacian skirmishers. They got 9 kills, which is fine. And then I'm going to run up with my spear to chase these guys away. I'm going to pin him with them. And I'm going to bring in my armored spear soon here. But I am going to charge his late Carthaginian hoplite. And this is where I get very confused here, is right here. This unit right here gets obliterated. I don't know if it got shot or what, but the Falxmen have a really good charge, so I thought I would be able to win. But, and same thing in the center, I'll pretty much lose both these fights here. You can see I start crushing it with the Falxmen. I don't know what happens. I guess we're about to see. I thought he went after that unit, but I think he goes after this one. I do give it battle rhythm. And you can see I am kicking the crap out of this late Carthaginian hoplite. Or hoplite. I shoot his cavalry away, and then in the center, I guess it was his Cretans that turned the tide there. Because yeah, these 2 units are just getting destroyed. And yeah, I guess it was the charge from his cavalry there that screwed that up, but I almost broke it. And then I am going to go for a charge here onto his Carthaginian cavalry. I will get the rear of this unit, which I wasn't even charging. And now you can see in the back, I'm attacking and I'm moving up my center. I pop headhunt over here. And then I get my Dacian skirmishers. They came back, and I'm just going to throw more javelins into there. My noble horse are not going to do that bad against his troops. I did charge his Libyan peltasts with my armored spears, but Libyan peltasts are very strong. They will kick the crap out of my armored spears. but I have cut through the Libyan infantry quite well. And I am just going to start cycle charging with my cavalry. In the back, I'm moving up with my spears just to cover the rest of my army. This is a big waste of ammo, by the way. If I was him, I'd either target my noble swords or Falxmen. And you can see he's going to pull back here. Once again, I'm just going to screen or hold him back with my spears. And then I'm going to throw in my Falxmen and noble sword. And now that these troops have arrived, I feel much better about beating this flank. And then back here, he kills my general. And I just have this unit left now because I was microing over there, and that was a very fatal mistake. And then I charge the station skirmisher and just to hold the late Carthaginian hoplite down so I can take out some Carthaginian cav. But my noble sword has won, so he can support that flank right there. I'm pushing back his cavalry and skirmishers with this armored spear. I'm supporting the flank, and this is, again, I don't know what happened here. These Falxmen did terrible. Same thing over here. I don't understand why they did so bad. Like, they just got, I don't know if it was because my general died and they broke easily, but that was really, really annoying. And I'm just gonna destroy this Italian sword here. And I don't know what I'm doing with this unit. Oh, I guess I'm charging the back of these Libyan infantry. And it's a pretty devastating charge. I think it was. Yeah, it was. They lost a pretty good amount. And then over here, I've got nothing left except for a noble sword and a noble horse. But I will kill everything here, or in the center right here, with this noble sword. And I am shooting that Libyan peltist, but he does get me here. And I'm just going to keep pushing him back with my armored spears. My noble swords have barely taken any damage, and they are on to the next row of troops. I'm continuing to shoot his Cretans with my Dacian heavy bowmen. And I'm just keeping his units away with this armored spearman. This is a valuable unit he needs back there, not here. And you can see more routing in the back there. And then I tried to go for his general there, but I decided not to, and I'm going to go for his Libyan peltist. And he takes a few casualties there. And then I form shield wall there, and I'm going to go for his Carthaginian cav there. Back over here, you can see I am going to be able to win this fight, just due to my elite units being so strong. And now I'm breaking that Libyan peltist there. I'm reinforcing this faltering line. I do end up breaking that cav unit. And now he sends his general in, very risky. I find generals of bodyguards not to be that good in this game. But I will line up my second archer in the back there, but it's taking forever because of Rome 2's horrible mechanics. So I am going to start pounding the back of the general here. He's going to run through my unit because apparently, historically, you could run through people. He does rear charge my noble sword there, but I turn it around, and I'm going to rear charge his late Carthaginian hoplite. And he does begin to drop there, and he starts losing these units here because his general, or not because his general just now died. And that is going to be very good for me. He charged me with his Libyan peltist, which I thought was pretty funny. But these units are really good, actually, Libyan peltist. A lot of people that play Carthage, I see, will bring these units instead of like Cretans, because Cretans are expensive. Same with Rhodians. I will charge this Libyan peltist, and you can see there's not much hope for him at this point. He just has this Libyan infantry here. And because he used Intimidate, I could not get my unit out of shield wall, so I had to walk them up to this Libyan infantry, but there I got him out. And now I'm going to start shooting the back with my Dacian heavy bowmen. I think they just ran out of ammo. Oh no, they still have ammo. And now they're out of ammo. Now I form a shield wall again, just to keep them in place. I will end up destroying that Libyan peltist there, and this one here. And then that unit is still on its way back. This is the unit that pretty much won the game for me right here. You can see they're tired and exhausted. And then that's pretty much it. He still has that Libyan infantry here. Oh. You can see my guys are actually losing here. I think I was losing this until I rushed in that unit there and just saved them. So that's going to be a costly victory. It was very close. My opponent played very well. You can see the kills were quite similar, but he had more losses and I had more men deployed. He had just more cavalry. He had more units than me, actually. So my cavalry, all except for my general, did well. Dacian heavy bowmen, these two did good. This one didn't. Dacian skirmisher did not do good. Heavy spears did okay. Falxmen, disappointing. This, I don't even know what happened here. This is the only unit that did good, and this one did okay. But these two just, look, that unit wasn't even close to being dead yet. The other three were. Noble swords doing great. You can see that's the one that saved me there. And spears not doing that good. Carthage, his cavalry did okay. Numidians did pretty bad, actually. Cretans did well, one of them. Libyan Peltas, like I said, they usually always do good. One Italian sword did good. That killed my spear and a Falx unit. Late Carthaginians doing well, or really good actually, and this one did okay. And Libyans, two of them doing good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.